Hey there folks, this is Greeny XI, welcome you back to the Green Vlog. Today is the 31st of August 2025, it is the birthday vlog. Oh, so rare I do these vlogs anymore. But yeah, I don't feel like I've done too much this year. Same as last year, I was looking and it was like 5 minutes long, that vlog. But I don't know, it doesn't feel... I guess it doesn't feel birthday-ish, but maybe it's just the way of getting older, and you know, it's not as important. But there we go. I did do some stuff. Me and the family, but like my parents, my sister, the nieces, we went over to a local restaurant. We had food. We had to cook dinner because it's on a Sunday this year. It was nice, yeah. We had a cheesecake as well. Good. So we did that, but otherwise it was very chill, very relaxed. The nieces were hyper. Whenever it's somebody's birthday, they seem to get really hyper. Yeah, you can expect it though. So yeah, that's what I did. Otherwise, I slept for a bit. That was nice. And what else? I've been reading a lot. Yeah, let's get on to the presents. I've had a couple of presents. I actually picked them out for myself and bought them and just gave them to my parents because they were like, I don't know what to get you this year. So, this is present number 1. Oh, it's reflected. Stephen King's The Colorado Kid. I'm about 60 pages in. I'm about 60 pages in already. It's a very relaxed book. It's hard to say what it's about without just saying what's on the cover. It's a murder mystery sort of thing that Stephen King was brought into, sort of like Joyland. That's another one of these hard case crime novels he did. Yeah, he was brought into that murder book, and then after that he sort of went into thriller and crime a lot more. So I don't know if he got into the habit of writing those books instead of horror because of these. I don't know. But either way, this book itself, it's about a dead body found on a beach in a sort of beachy, touristy sort of town. Sort of similar to Joyland again, but that one seemed to be more about sort of fairground and all that sort of stuff. Or tourist town, anyway. So that's what this is about. I'm 60 pages in, and these journalists, or newspaper writers, I guess, are just about to tell her how the story went in the past, and they're trying to still trying to figure out what actually happened, so maybe she can figure it out. Stephanie's her name, and there we go. Yeah, well, that's all I know about this, so I don't know if it's any good, but I'm enjoying going through it quite quick. It's one of those sorts of books, even in the introduction, they say it's a book that you can just shove in your back pocket when you're waiting for a train, or, you know, it's not meant to be this big, in-depth story like It, The Stand, Dark Tower. It's just meant to be a bit of fun, you know? So I'm enjoying reading through it, because the book I was reading by Stephen King, I'm about halfway through and I'm not enjoying it because it's about baseball, and I don't give a flying ball about baseball. Here it is, Faithful. If anyone's wondering, it's not just Stephen King, it's also, what's his name? Stuart Onan, which I don't know the author, but it's about the Red Sox and the 2004 season, which is where they go right down the shitter and then succeed somehow and win. So I'm reading that as well, and it's just not interesting to me, it's sports related. So yeah, that's it. I'm reading that, and that's one of the presents I had. I also had another book, my next Terry Pratchett. I'm trying to get through all the Stephen Kings and Terry Pratchett's and catch up with both. Obviously, once you catch up with Pratchett, you're done, because he died. But yeah, A Hatful of Sky, which is one of the young adult novels from Pratchett, but they're still good. You know, they're not too young feeling in the sense of you can't be asked to carry on reading because they're so shallow, like a lot of those sorts of young adult books are. It's still pretty decent to read, so I'll be reading this one next. It'll be 2 shorter books in a row for me, so that's quite nice. And then Faithful in between now and again I'll probably read, just to try and get through it, because I do want to finish it. So yeah, this is actually meant to be pretty good. Surprising. I'll get on with that. Also, outside the books, I also got Visions of Mana, because I actually finished Trials of Mana about a week ago, as of recording, as of this corner. I finished Trials of Mana about a week ago, and it was very good. I had that for Christmas, and I only just got around to it, kind of thing. So I've never played a Trials game before. I played not Trials, Mana game before, other than Secret of Mana, which I didn't really enjoy. But I think that was because the AI was so bad in it, because it was a SNES game. You know, like now maybe I'd go back to it and I'd enjoy it for what it is. But at the time, I remember really disliking Secret of Mana, which is strange because everyone else seems to like it. So there we go. But Trials of Mana was very good. Visions of Mana is supposed to be incredible for, like, I say a small time franchise. It's not that small. It's Square Enix and all that. But I don't think it's up there with a lot of the other JRPG masters. The Persona, the SMTs, the Final Fantasies, the Dragon Quest. I don't think Mana's up there with them at all. So to see Visions of Mana do really well is incredible. So I'm looking forward to playing that. I'm not going to play it yet because I've got my PS5 set up for my current Let's Play, which is the next one that will start after Luna 2. So I'm going to finish recording, playing through that, and then I'm going to play Visions of Mana. And for myself, that one will be for myself. And I'll also have my DVD player back because I used my PS5 for that. So which I want to watch this because I made it a thing, because I love Stephen King. I've always loved Stephen King, to watch Maximum Overdrive, which is a film that was actually directed purely by Stephen King. He doesn't normally direct them, he gets other people, obviously, but he did it for himself this time. It was meant to be funny as shit, so I'm looking forward to that. That's in the 1980s. I'm going in release order of the films I haven't seen, or maybe I have seen. I'll still rewatch some that I have seen, but only if they're ones that I actually enjoyed. Makes sense, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm doing that as well. Getting through that very slowly. I've seen Carrie, Salem's Lot, Christine, Cujo. Cujo was good. Oh my god, I was surprised how disgusting Cujo looked when it got really rabid. It was sickening to actually look at that dog. Poor dog. What else have I seen? I've seen some, I've seen Creepshow I'd never seen before, and I loved it. That's very good if you haven't had a chance. It's like an anthology of 3 or 4 different mini stories, and it's interesting how they all get tied together and how just how good it is. I don't know, because I think it was a graphic novel or a comic or something before, so never actually a book. So it's interesting to see a film from back then. There was, it was good fun. Yeah, that's all the presents, I think. I mean, the nieces got this because they were fed up with it, I think. It's a little sushi thing. Speary sushi. I like my sushi, so they thought, we'll give him one of that. We'll give him that toy. Happy days. But yeah, that's all the presents I had. I had a gato instead of a cake, which I really enjoyed. I love chocolate gato so much. And yeah. I've actually had a 3-day weekend. I made sure, I swapped with someone else because they wanted to go away on Monday just gone. But it worked out that I had a 3-day weekend for my birthday as well, so I got one more day left, Monday. I normally work Tuesday to Saturdays, so that's pretty nice. It's pretty nice to feel that. I think I'm helping my parents get a new TV maybe tomorrow if we're still going. I don't know what's happening. It's going to be a busy day, so I'm not sure. Outside of that, yeah. That's about it. So interestingly, I had somehow accumulated £140 for my birthday as birthday money. That includes like work. They got together and got some money together, and from different family members. So my initial thought was, I haven't got a Switch 2 yet, because I don't play the Switch, because the Switch 1 is extremely slow and takes a million years to load every little scene in every game. It's hard. I'd rather just play the PS5 and have instant speed, and it's so much better. The PS5 is so much better than the Switch one. It should be, right? power-wise. So I only ever play Nintendo franchise games on Switch, and then I choose to play other games on PS5 because it's just so much, it just runs better. But the Switch 2, I've heard, runs like a PS4, which is perfectly good, perfectly fine. So I do want to get a Switch 2. So this £140, I'm thinking maybe I'll put towards the Switch 2, which I forgot how expensive it came out. Things have gone up in price, but I went on Amazon. This is going to be mirrored as well. If it's going to allow you to see, I don't think it is. No. Anyway, £430 with Mario Kart World, which is fine, but I was hoping that 140 would make more of a dent in it. So I'm going to put that money towards it. Or maybe I could... So I'll need to get a Pro Controller. The Joy-Cons one. Ugh. They're tiny. Even the bigger ones on the Switch too. Tiny. I just need to get a Pro Controller. I need to get... There's something else. I can't think what it was. I need to get... what's it called? Not Breath of the Wild, the next one. Tears of the Kingdom as well, because Breath of the Wild put me off Zelda, of that style Zelda. So I never got Tears of the Kingdom way back. But I do want to play through it. I want to make sure I've played every Zelda game. So I still need to play through Zelda 1 and 2 for God's sake. I tried it, but I don't like NES games. I can't. They're too dated and hard to get on with. But I do want to do it once at least on both those games, and even if I have to follow a guide to get through them. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom I want to get, which apparently runs really well now on Switch 2. So that's about it. That's all I want to buy for it. I might trade in the Switch one for it because God knows there's only a couple of games that are going to end up not working on it, and they won't be the main Nintendo franchise game, so it won't matter to me. So I'd probably get rid of the Switch one and just put that towards the £140 and that, and £430 plus Pro Controller plus Tears of the Kingdom. It's a lot, you know? I don't know. I will get it. I want to play through Rain Code first. Is it Master Detective Rain Code or whatever the full title is? But Rain Code. I played through the opening and chapter 1, I think. I remember there was something odd about the opening chapter formatting, but something like that. I've done the Bell Tower, or Clock Tower, or whatever it was, so I think that was chapter 1. But I don't want to start the game again by going on Switch 2. And when I get a Switch 2, I'm going to start a new account because everything went wrong with hacking my email address, all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get on with that. And yeah. Oh, right. I've ordered 2 things for myself as birthday presents for myself, just to try and make it feel a little bit more special, I guess. And that is 2 t-shirts. I don't buy gamey sort of t-shirts anymore. I haven't done for a little while. But these 2, they stood out to me. I like them. They're nothing amazing, but they stood out to me. One of them is a black t-shirt. It's Kingdom Hearts related. It's like, you know what they call the mascots, the sort of mascot shadows, right? The little ones that crawl around and get on your tits because they go into the floor like shadows. It's like loads of them together in the middle of the t-shirt with the bright yellow eyes. So I really liked it when I saw it. I'll probably put that up on Twitter or something, you know. Follow me on stuff. And the second thing was a t-shirt, Final Fantasy VII Remake related. It's like navy blue, long sleeve t-shirt from the Square Enix site. It's got like delivery service or something in the corner, so it's not too gamey related. And that's it. But it looks really nice, so I'm hoping it looks as nice in person as it does on the website, because, you know, the Square Enix, they can advertise the shit out of anything. So we'll see. We'll see when it arrives. They both might take a long time to arrive, because one was the Yeti, which always took a long time. I've used that growing up a lot, the Yeti.com. And the one with Square Enix, which I've never bought from before, so I don't know how long they take. I think it's from America, so it might be a while. And yeah, that's about it, really. I don't know what else to talk about for a birthday vlog. So, yeah, I hope you're having a good time. I hope everything's okay for you. Because I know life is hard with all the cost increases and stuff really do make life hard. I know it's a cliche to say, and it makes you sound bloody stupid when you say it, because it just sounds like you're imitating what a fad is almost. But it really does make life that much more miserable when you have to watch your money so much. So I hope everything's going okay for people. This has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit. We're still carrying on with Luna 2 for now, and then we'll get on with the new series, which is going to be shorter, and it's going to actually go back to daily uploads instead of bi-daily, because I needed a bit of a break. I feel burnout so easily when recording Let's Plays, especially RPGs. Even though I love RPGs and I love recording them actually and editing them, sometimes they can be long, you know. It can go on a bit. Especially if it's an RPG. Like Luna 2 I've been playing blind and I haven't been thinking it's incredible, so it hasn't been that addictive to play. You know, when you're forcing yourself, then it gets a bit much. Then after the next Let's Play, actually, after the next Let's Play, I'm thinking of going back to RPG Land and wrapping up another sort of Switch RPG collection that we started before. So I've done it with Luna and Luna 2 now. So then if we move on back to another RPG collection, which is going to be a biggie, I think that might be a shout actually. I don't know, I haven't really thought it through yet. Anyway, thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.